Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network.
First reports were that they ganged up on you yesterday. Joe Biden, Mitch McConnell, and Chuck Schumer. Any truth to that?
Well, the reports were pretty accurate. They said that I was on an island by myself, and it was me versus everyone else in the room. What the liberal media doesn't understand, Sean, is that if you're here in Washington and you're described as a leader that's on an island by themselves, it probably means you're standing with the American people, and that's what I did yesterday.
Okay, so I guess Speaker Johnson, Speaker God Warrior, after saying late last year he was done with any more short-term stopgaps to avoid a shutdown, Mike Johnson had to do one in January, may have to do one again, facing a partial shutdown on Friday. He's bowing to reality and floating another CR, which there's such a pathetic lack of leadership in this party. I don't know what to say. Hakeem Jeffries. I think if he shuts the government down, Democrats should vote to vacate, right?
I think so.
Okay, this is Hakeem Jeffries talking because we talked to Dean about the Middle East and Gaza. Here we go.
We discussed 3 issues. First, the need to avoid a government shutdown and to fund the government so that we can address the needs of the American people in terms of their health, their safety, and their economic well-being. We are making real progress on the appropriations bills that are scheduled to lapse on March 1st.
Yeah, and then he went on, this is the part about
also,
Gaza.
At the same period of time, making sure that we provide humanitarian assistance to Palestinian civilians who are in harm's way in Gaza or in other theaters of war through no fault of their own.
So, Dana, we talked to Dean about, the uncommitted vote in Michigan and this, very emotional issue. I guess in light of the Supreme Court yesterday and Hillary warning us over and over again about the Supreme Court, I'm a little raw about, talking about protest votes as much as I understand the emotion around it. I just wondered what your take was on all of that.
It's infuriating to me. I don't understand. I understand the protest vote, speaking up and something you believe in. I believe that is important, but I also believe that do that and then don't subvert our democracy. Like, speak up, right, protest these things, and still go out and vote for Joe Biden. He is doing a good job. He is doing what he needs to as the president. The alternative is horrifying. Yeah. It is horrifying.
In the Middle East and everywhere, and every other conceivable issue. I guess, we always run out of time with Dean because there's so much legal and Supreme Court stuff, and so we try to, balance it all. But, Dana, I think it's way above my pay grade. I don't know, let's say we cut off aid to Israel, because I keep asking the question, what is he supposed to do that he's not doing? Israel's a democracy. He's not the president of Israel. Like, say we cut off aid, would they get rid of Netanyahu tomorrow?
No.
I
don't believe they would.
Yeah, so I don't know.
I think you and I are right. It's one of the reasons why I don't talk about it very much publicly. I don't know enough. Yeah. I know how I feel as a Jewish person.
I talk on my ass no matter what.
And my empathy toward the Palestinian people is massive. Yeah. I just wish that everyone who's asking for a ceasefire also remembered our attack and had empathy toward the Jewish people. I want it to go both ways. I have all the empathy in the world. I think there should be a free Palestinian state. I also think that the number of Jews in this world is dwindling, and we have a right to be here as well. That's what I believe.
Yeah. Well, we had a good caller the other day saying that, we get offended on this show when people were accused of not caring about Palestinians dying. And she said, but we get offended when you say we don't care about October 7th. I think all of that empathy has to exist.
It's not even offense. It's literally, we can care for both things at the same time. They can both exist simultaneously. You can want a free state for the Palestinian people and want the slaughtering to stop. And you can also want the Israelis and the Jews to be protected in this world and hold Hamas accountable.
Oh, my God. We're just talking about the patheticness of the Republican Party. Gavin Newsom faces yet another recall attempt. Oh, my God. He won the last one by more votes than he won the first time,
and they're doing it again. Expensive. It was so
expensive. It cost the taxpayers. Right, and he won
stupid.
By 24 percentage points. Then he won a second year later by the same margin. But I love that he took the money that they and he's using it to buy ads in red states, which is fantastic. So keep it coming. Here's my favorite part, Chris. One of the activists that's doing it again blamed the failure of the 2021 recall on voters' distaste for Larry Elder.
Well, I mean,
Our former co-host at
co-worker.
KBC.
Co-worker.
Okay. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Next time it'll go really well.
A lot of people have a distaste for Hilario.
I mean, were you surprised by the Supreme Court ruling? Obviously, most of our legal experts had said they aren't going to take this because that's what would happen in a normal legal world. But we're not in that anymore. We're in a partisan hack political world.
Absolutely. And I don't think they're going to give him immunity. What I do think they owe him favors, and they're just going to delay. This is the one way they can do it. Well, we still know that they're partisan hacks, but this is the one way they can do it without actually breaking any sort of, creating a king in this country.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way he's going to get full immunity, but this is all they can do because they owe him favors. And so am I surprised? No. Am I disappointed? Absolutely.
I said Biden should just cancel the election until
That's my
Trump's
view.
trials are over and
That's my
have an
view.
ice cream party.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Why not?
but the Supreme Court would rule on that in a toot sweet in a hurry.
In a
That's
jiffy.
We all have podcasts.
That's a legal
Joe
term,
Biden.
toot sweet.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
We all have podcasts. Joe Biden. Just start something like, here's the scoop. Do it from an ice cream shop.
Here's the
We'll
scoop.
all listen. It'll be amazing. Don't even be president for
Someone
a
needs
little
to
while.
steal that. That is
Here's
a
the
great
Scoop
name.
is
Here's
great.
the Scoop is a great name for a podcast.
But you got to do it from an ice cream shop.
Right.
I'm changing the name of our show to Reggie and Vody in the morning. Okay.
There you go. This is called Basement Business with Stephanie Miller.